project is roughly 1 million square feet, about a 36-month project. Total project cost is about $465 million. Construction-wise, it's about $350 million construction cost, and there's a whole lot of other things embedded in there between that and the $465 million. Roughly 1 million square feet, approximately 750,000 square feet is convention center under roof, and then approximately 250,000 square feet is going to be the 4-story medical mart. So that's the overall scope of the project. We broke ground on January 3rd, midnight. So the 36-month clock started then. We're looking around fall sometime of 2013 to be complete. This project, for anybody who's been around, has been talked about for over 20 years in Cleveland. And there's been discussions on locations, there's been budgets, there's been studies, and finally, about a year or 2 years ago, the county and MMPI came to an agreement, a development agreement. They signed the development agreement, and then within a year, MMPI started putting their team together. We interviewed, and we started our relationship and partnership with MMPI, along with a couple other partners that we have. URS is our architect of record, Ozanne Construction and VAA Construction are our construction management partners as well. When you add it all up over the last 40 years that we've been doing business here in Cleveland, we're well over 20 million square feet of office space and downtown environment we've been involved in building, from Key Tower to the Bank One project, which is now the Fifth Third building, to the Q, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Erie View Tower. So when you look at the footprint of what we've done, it adds up to roughly 20 million square feet over a 40-year span, which is, we think, pretty amazing. The convention center and medical mart are in the shadow of a lot of the buildings that we built.
I think part of the selection was that we brought together a good team, a long time Turner staff who've done a lot of work here in downtown Cleveland, which helped because we know what we were going to run into here, and we had a good experienced staff to work during the pre-construction to get the building planned out so that it is going smoothly as it can out in the field.
Yeah, Marty's right. When you look at our staff, we have, I would bet the average experience of our staff is well over 25 years a person. It's pretty amazing. Mm-hmm. So we've assembled a public assembly team of people that know this town and that know this type of work, and it's pretty impressive. And I think that was, like Marty said, a big key. What it means to Turner is obviously, as partners in this community and living in this community, it's very important that this job goes very well. It's very important to us, it's very important to the community, it's our responsibility. We feel very responsible to make sure that we build this project on time, within budget, and deliver it in the quality that's very much expected by this community. Right now we are roughly, what percentage have we done, Marty? What do you think? About 25% done. We're 25% complete with this project, and we're very happy to report we are on time and we are within budget, and the project will get done and completed as we expect it to be delivered. Well, right now you see steel going up. The underground stuff is complete, but we anticipate the steel to continue. You see a lot of cranes mobilized out there, so you're going to start seeing the steel framework coming up. Sometime around the first of the year, you're going to start seeing these massive tree columns coming in. They're going to carry the spans of these big spans of the convention center, and that's going to be pretty neat. So once you start seeing that, I think people will get a good vision. What you see out there now is almost like the bathtub. The underneath the ground, it's done. You see the surroundings, it's taken shape, and then we're going to get these big steel frames, and people will start being able to visualize what's going on there. And then sometime beginning of next year, you'll start seeing some steel and framework coming out of the ground for the medical mart. So right around spring, when people start walking around the city and seeing what's out there after winter, they'll be able to see the shape of the buildings.